What did he say?
He did not care.
RELL Seas is destroying our expectations, and when you first read that title, you would sit there and think probably like, bruh, here we go again. There's another hate fest. Somebody who can't even understand, somebody who's not even following RELL Seas or even thinking on a cognitive level. But unfortunately, you clicked on a video that's doing quite the opposite. Now listen, let me tell you right now, from what we're looking at right here, this is here purely for you to perceive it as an illustration and not for what the textures you see here. As you can see by RELL Ties, he says don't pay attention to textures, colors, etc. They're merely illustrative. So what we're looking at right here is just the model and not what it'll actually be as far as textures and colors are concerned. So as you can see, generally this would be the shape, and this place may look like it's not even that big, but when you actually think about the scale of this island compared to ships that we're going to be sailing on, you'll realize you're sorely mistaken. As you know, naturally in every game, a creator has to actually balance the size dynamic to make you feel like it's a game that you're actually immersed in, or rather to the best of their ability. And that's why when you take an example from Blox Fruits and look at their ships versus their island comparison, it looks normal. It looks like a ship is pulling up to a port of an island much bigger than itself. But since this is the size of a RELL Seas ship next to a Blox Fruits island, that just means their islands are just that much bigger. So now that we got that understanding out of the way, here's another look at a side of this marine QG, I guess they call it. I don't know why it's called QG. I'm confused. Usually it's called GQ, but maybe they changed it up because of copyright, or maybe it's just something I don't know. But hey, this is marine QG, you feel me? And then we got this last and final look over here, and this is like a down perspective looking up at the towers on the island itself, and from what I can see, it looks like a pretty nice illustration. Now that we're done discussing that, let's move on to the beasts and the layers of the sea that I have not gotten to talk about and I've been waiting for so long. If you take a look here, you can see one of the beasts of the deep, aka the Leviathan of depth number 2. Now, as far as we all know, the RELL brothers have told us that there will be 7 layers to the depths of the sea, and there are some very nasty looking creatures on each level of those. This one in particular is on the 2nd stage of the depths, and I'm not gonna lie, it's looking like one of the scarier things in their One Piece game, if I'm keeping it a buck. Upon further inspection, you can see it got some nasty yellow teeth right there, real jagged like and nasty. It has a eye with no pupils, straight blue, you feel me? Got spines on its back, some nasty cut up fins, and some chains hanging off the head and the tail fin, or whatever you want to call it. Here's another perspective. It's just a close-up of the head. It shows you a little nasty scar on the mouth, you know, nasty stuff. And then lastly, we just got a full view of sorts, showing you the back of it and pretty much every side you could possibly ask to see, except for overhead and underbelly. Overall, it's a very nice looking model. Honestly, if I was to go into the depths number 2 and I see this, I'm swimming right back up to depths number 1, because what are we talking about? And now that's enough about that dangerous looking sea creatures. So with that being said, we can move on to the next one, which some might say is even worse. The creature you're looking at right now is a layer below the one we just previously seen, and I'm about to show y'all a size comparison between the last one and this one, and you just might sit back and think, wow, they might be getting a little bit too big too fast. Pause. But as you can see, this is the Black Sea Beast we just looked at. This is the ship size, or the biggest ship size, might I add. And the green creature we just looked at is around the size of this one, but slightly bigger. So as you can see, they're gaining too much mass and too much evil in their character too fast. This is crazy. But let's go ahead and further inspect those models of the Black Sea Beast and truly see how terrifying it is. So looking here, you can see devil horns on top of his head, so that's really showing you don't want to mess with this, aka you don't want to go to stage 3 of the depths, because this is where this thing lurks. Again, it has spines all over the back, and then it has a giant fin on the back, a whole different colored tail, some little ragged jagged fingers, and whatever you want to call those things. Basically, don't go to stage 3 of the depths. But here's another look at it. This is a close-up of the face. You know, you got a yellow pupil with a red eye and mad pimples on his chin. I don't know what that's for. That's kind of gross. And lastly, again, we have a full look, you know, the back, the front, the sides, no bottom or top overhead, you know what I mean? But yeah, this thing is ginormous, bro. Just imagine yourself in real life underwater and you see a Megalodon, if you know what that is at all, swimming at you. This is what your experience is going to be like at stage 3 of the depths in RELL Seas. Because as you can see, this ship to the Sea King comparison is ridiculous. If you look closely, on the nose of this ship is a R6 model, which would be you. This would be you. And then this is the ship. And then this is the Sea King. You're not surviving. You're basically not surviving. But what I want to say is I truly do think that RELL Seas is smashing our expectations, like completely wiping them out of the water. Because you would never expect them to keep the size comparisons that are in One Piece and put it into a game. Me personally, I've never seen a game put that much of a size difference between you and an enemy, and you can actually see the entire model of the figure. This is reminding me of that one fake staged video where they put CGI of a Megalodon underwater and someone fell under the water and then it swam past them. This is what you're gonna see in the game. You're actually gonna be immersed into this game, because how could you not when something that ginormous is in front of you and being all deadly and menacing and disgusting? You can't escape. You're gonna be looking at your screen. There's no way you're looking away. You're not gonna be on your phone. You're not gonna be typing on a keyboard, or maybe you will type on the keyboard and tell everybody you're dead. That's about it, bro. I truly do think that everybody who's hating and everybody who is glazing and the people in the middle who are just waiting for some results to just not even get together. Just sit in your own respective areas and prepare for this game. If they do it right, if the game is delivered exactly how they're showing us right now, everybody is in for a ride, and only the people who were hating before are going to be feeling ashamed. Everybody else is going to be winning. Besides that, I really think you guys should like the video. I appreciate that a lot, but let's continue with the craziness that is RELL Seas. Here's the proof of the RELL brothers saying that the Black Beast will be in Depth Stage 3, and here's the proof of the RELL brothers saying the Sea King Leviathan will be in the Depths 2, which is aka the Green Beast. I don't know how to feel about this addition to the game, I'm not gonna lie, because I do get easily frightened, but y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. If you want to see another video like this, go ahead and click up here. All right, bye.